of our San Francisco government, my message to the gatekeeper, Miss Micki Callahan. Can you guys say that name? Micki Callahan. Say it one more time. Micki Callahan. Now we're going to say this. Resign now. Resign now. Resign now. One, you may know her, Micki Callahan. Micki Callahan. She is the ringmaster of dysfunction and corruption.
All right now.
So in conclusion, I'd like to say, first, thank you to the San Francisco Black Firefighters Association, which was founded in 1972. This association has helped so many of us gain the wonderful opportunity to serve in this great city we call San Francisco. We stand on the shoulders of giants and warriors. And to my union, Local 798, headed by President Mr. Sean Buford and Vice President Mr. Danny Gracia, I thank you for fighting tirelessly for the rights and wages of us all. I encourage you to continue and to expand what you are doing. And a quick message to our new chief, Janine Nicholson, the first LGBTQ chief of the fire department.
Right on.
Janine, I'd respectfully encourage you and remind you of the words of a king. Please remember that. A real leader. Let me say that again. A real leader. Can you say it? Let me say it one more time. A real leader. One more time. A real leader is not a searcher for consensus, but he or she is a molder of it. So please, Chief Janine Nicholson, dear sister, follow your wise departed father's advice and do the next right thing. Always. For you know, as well as we do, that it is true. To ignore evil is to become an accomplice to it.
Our next speaker is SEIU 1021 member Kim Lynch.
How's everybody doing today?
Fine.
I'm pretty nervous, but I'm here because my heart is broken and I'm saddened of what I see going on with City and County of San Francisco and DPH. How many have seen the Netflix series, When They See Us? Okay, so I'm gonna set it off with that.
Go ahead.
When they see us, the bias, the stereotype, the assuming, the misconceptions of black workers in the workplace. When they see us, the unfair hiring practices with black workers, favoritism, cronism, and nepotism. When they see us, the mistreatment and discrimination, the bullying and harassment of black workers.
Yep.
When they see us, black workers being released from employment while on probation.
Yep.
When they see us, the disappropriate black workers in temporary positions. When they see us, the institutional structural racism within DPH and the City and County of San Francisco.
City College of California.
When they see us, the long time turnaround for investigations with black workers with the EEO.
That's right.
When they see us, the disparities in pay for black workers, meaning average income black workers compared to average income of ethnic and other racial groups. When they see us, the systematic racism against black workers. And last but not least, when they see us, the lies, the deception, the deceits, the cover-ups and setups against black workers. Now, I'm asking DPH, the City of County, Mayor London Breed, do you see us?
Hello, everyone. I'm Delphenia Hardy. I'm a senior shop steward. I'm an LVN at the San Francisco County Jails. I'm on the the SEIU board member of the healthcare industry. And I'm here to talk about the retaliation I have experienced within the San Francisco County Jail with the medical managers. They have retaliated against me for speaking out for the members that can't speak for themselves. They have retaliated against me by sending the weak SEIU members to gang up on me to start a fight to see if I'm gonna be that African American angry woman, and I didn't bite into it. I have been retaliated against because I bring the information to DHR, and it's months and months before they even tried to set up meetings to deal with this racist retaliation within my unit at the medical department. I am sick and tired of not having the structure with the support from DHR when they know that these managers are racist. I've sat in a meeting with my manager who told a Hispanic lady, because she didn't understand English, she's an LVN at the county jail, she didn't understand English, he told her, well, I sent someone to speak with her in her language so she can understand what I was saying. If she did not understand English, she wouldn't be working at the San Francisco County jails for over 20 years, or within San Francisco for over 20 years. It is not okay to have a manager that speaks out and think it's okay to deliver racist thoughts that he holds inside. It didn't just start now. This is him. This is who he is. He's racist, and it needs to stop here in San Francisco, California. I'm going to stand strong for my members, regardless of what it takes to keep this racist stuff to be known in San Francisco, all over the world, that San Francisco management, some of them are very, very racist. And this needs to stop. This injustice needs to stop of trying to get our members to be fired because they don't like that we speak out. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm going to stand strong for our members, for our African American members, for everybody that has a voice that they're scared to deliver to the public. Thank you.
Okay, next we have up, this is really horrific. That in every department,
comment is not sufficiently severe enough to create an abusive environment. So, how you think I took that? They treated me as such. So what, you was called a nigger. Keep working, nigger, and shut up. Because I spoke up. Yes. I have tremors. I have sharp pains in my head. I'm suicidal. And my doctor took me off on retirement disability. I'm still not away from the suicidal, because that was a job that I loved. My job was my everything. I still think about going downstairs to my garage and drinking a whole bottle of bleach. No! I was left with no income, zero. No. But the one that called me the nigger is still making the money that I should be making. It's just so hard. I'm just traumatized. I can't even work no more. I know only God can give me justice with the city, because they are a beast and they are liars.
Yes, we know. You can be
It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad.
You'll be all right. Okay.
next speaker is from the Public Defender's Office. I had to pause because Jeff Adachi is a good friend of mine. And the Public Defender's Office, as he is up in heaven, they still have to step up, as if Jeff was standing right here, right now by my side. So Ms. Damaris Evans from the San Francisco Public Defender's Office, Racial and Social Justice Committee.
Thank you, Felicia, for having me come out and speak to everyone today. Felicia is one of the hardest working women in America. When you talk about organizing in the Black community in San Francisco, this is the go-to woman for organizing in San Francisco for the Black community. And the reason why I'm here, I'm Damaris Evans. I'm the chair of the Racial Justice Committee in the San Francisco Public Defender's Office. And whenever you talk about standing up for black people, for black employees, for black defendants, for black anything having to do with black, especially in June on Juneteenth Festival, I will be there with bells and whistles on. And I don't think anybody in the city, especially black employees, should be afraid to come here and stand up for black workers. There's too much fear. I think it's great to have something like an Office of Racial Equity, but we need to be clear. We don't need any more data. We don't need any more anecdotes. We don't need anybody to tell us that black workers are suffering here in San Francisco and everywhere in this country. What we need is accountability. What we need is answers. What we need is an opportunity for black people to gather and stand together like we're doing today. We have strength in numbers. And a lot of people are afraid to come together. We need the city to know that we need a special opportunity to support each other as black people, because anti-black racism is real. An Office of Racial Equity is fine, but there are a lot of different races. And some of those races also have anti-black racism. Let's keep it real. So it's important for black people to stand together, to support each other, and the city needs to recognize that whatever legislation is passed, whatever metrics that are in place, whatever type of accountability we have, that it's particularly recognized that black employees are suffering disproportionately, even compared to all.
I am a law-abiding employee. I worked for the San Francisco Police Department 40 years. I just retired last year. During those tenure, there was so much racism, so much discrimination. I've been discriminated, tormented, taunted all my life, and I'm wondering if that's the way life's supposed to be, because it doesn't stop. Working with the police department is unedible. And I feel for those behind me, that they have to endure what they impose upon employees. I had one gentleman that's supposed to came here with me today, and the stories that he's telling me, I can relate to him because I know what he's dealing with. It is so unreal. I lived a good, clean life in that police department, but they don't allow you. It's like you're being blackballed and labeled in the city and county of San Francisco. You don't know which way to go, which way to turn. Yes. We don't have anybody to stand up for us. The union, they say they do this and that, but I always felt that they should have an attorney that I would be able to give my union dues to instead of the union. Because our money is useless with the union. It's so much stress to go on every day in dealing with the supervisors and employees, and no one does anything. So it's hard for me to watch Tawana cry the way she do, because I had many crying sleepless nights. But God brought me through 40 years to serve, and it was not easy. And what they do to lives in the city and county, and I was a devoted employee. I worked every day. I go to work sick because I was a devoted employee. I worried about my time on the books. But then what I had to endure, I didn't know what I was going to face every day I go in there. It is not easy. So this is long overdue, being that I just retired last April, and this group started in September. I wish we could have had some collaboration with one another back then when I was going through what I was going through. We need help. I'm speaking up for those behind me and for those that need to get some assistance. They do need to start some kind of program for the employees in the city and county of San Francisco.
some noise.
All right, let's make some noise, all right? This Celicia Jones is incredible, isn't she? She make you want to stand up and be a woman, to stand up and be a man, right? Right? I mean, if she can go hard like that, surely we can, right? Okay, so I just want to say greetings, and I'm so proud to be here today. I never thought I'd be in a position like this, but every day brings a new opportunity, and I'm so thankful to have it. Thank you, Ms. Jones, and thank you, District 10 Supervisor, Mr. Shimon Walton. I really appreciate you. And I just wanted to start by saying that all that I am, I owe. I live my life eternally in the red. Greetings. My name is David, and some people like to call me the Hawk. I am a native San Franciscan and a direct byproduct of the Bayview Hunters Point District. I am a graduate of San Francisco's prestigious Lowell High School. I am a veteran of the United States Navy, and I am a combat war veteran of Operation Desert Storm. While also, I am a son. I am a brother. I am a father. I am a husband. And I am a friend. And most of all, today I stand before you as a brave servant of God. And yes, I am a firefighter here in the city of San Francisco. My current assignment is at Station 35, also known as the Fireboat. To date, I have served the city for over 21 years. And yes, still I feel that all that I owe, all that I am, I owe. I live my life eternally in the red. That stated, I am here to support the gentleman who is immediately to my right, Mr. Lawrence Thomas. Known to many simply as LT, right? That's LT right there. All right, know his name. That's Lawrence Thomas. Who is that? That's Lawrence Thomas. Who is that? All right, LT, that's Lawrence Thomas. Let's get that straight. To quickly surmise his story, on July 8th, 2018, the same day that our honorable mayor, London Breed, made history, as she was inaugurated mayor of San Francisco right here on the steps of City Hall, LT got some great news too. It was that day that he was to become our city's first African-American fireboat marine engineer in the history of the San Francisco Fire Department. Yes, you can clap, yes, give it up. That was a hard fight, all right? It's a fact that for over 100 years, 1 century, all fireboat engineers and pilots have been exclusively Caucasian here in our so-called diverse city, all right? Getting less and less diverse every day, all right? That is until LT's hiring broke the code and broke the color line on the bay here within the San Francisco Fire Department. Now, without publicly discussing all the ugly details of the situation, or choosing to air all our city's dirty laundry right here on the steps, right here, right now. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna get into the details and check out the documents, all right? We'll do our best to keep it neat, though, for right now, and just say that we're gonna get a little political with it. LT's road has been not so smoothly paved, nor has it been easy. It's been rough. Am I right, LT? With constant obstructions, roadblocks, and illegalities, straight illegalities, percolating downward from an ever-corrupt Department of Human Resources, headed by the one bully, the ringmaster, the Suge Knight of our San Francisco government, the infamous one, you may know her, Micki Callahan. Micki Callahan. She is the ringmaster of dysfunction and corruption. So in conclusion, I'd like to say, first, thank you to the San Francisco Black Firefighters Association, which was founded in 1972. This association has helped so many of us gain the wonderful opportunity to serve in this great city we call San Francisco. We stand on the shoulders of giants and warriors. And to my union, Local 798, headed by President Mr. Sean Buford, and Vice President Mr. Danny Gracia, I thank you for fighting tirelessly for the rights and wages of us all. I encourage you to continue and to expand what you are doing. And a quick message to our new chief, Janine Nicholson, the first LGBTQ chief of the fire department.
Right on.
Janine, I'd respectfully encourage you and remind you of the words of a king. Please remember that. A real leader. Let me say that again. A real leader. Can you say it? Let me say it one more time. A real leader.
Resign.
Now, we want justice and we want your resignation right now, Micki Callahan. We want your resignation right now.
Mr. Hawkins, honey, spoke with determination. Spoke in not begging, not asking, but demanding. We're demanding justice today. And we don't care who don't like it. We are moving forward. We're going to push back until we can't push back anymore. At this time, I just want to say thank you to those who have my back. In the rain, the sleet, even though we don't get no snow out here, but if it was snowing, they still would have my back. In the hot sun, and that's justice for Mario Woods. Wealth and disparities in the black community, justice for Mario Woods. Thank you for your support. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving black people. Approximately 32% of blacks are accused of wrongdoing, more than any other city employees. We only represent 15% of all of city workers. And yet and still we're 32% that they believe we are doing something wrong on our jobs. At the same time, black workers are often victimized. And when during our victimization, our perpetrators are promoted. Just ask me. I can name a whole lot of folks in the sheriff's department with their lies, their deceit, their mentality of I'm out to get you, who are you, know your place, shut up, and as often as they often told me many times, this is our house.